Hi guys, Jamie here. So today we'll be looking at our local stock market here in Jamaica. Now I can tell you, 2020 since January has been hitting very hard. If you are like me and hope the last part of 2020 is not as bad as the first, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell while you're at it. So, in early 2019, the Jamaica Stock Exchange was rated the best performing stock exchange by Bloomberg. And I know at this point a lot of persons decided to start investing. Now, fast forward a year later, the main index is down 33%, with 29% of that happening in March alone. Now, investors are cashing out and running for the hills. So, what do you do? If we look at this from a very simple perspective, nothing lasts forever. If we look at the Great Depression in the 1930s, it lasted up until the late 1930s. So it did end. If we look at the Great Recession of 2008, this ended with the greatest bull market where investors made a killing until this recent crash. To navigate this downturn as investors, we need to be two things. We need to be patient and level-headed. So recently, Transjam opened in Jamaica. Now, Transjam IPO price was $1.41. Now, I read an article that said a broker was hesitant to sell for a client who put in a sell order at $1. Now, let me put this into perspective for you. If you bought 100,000 Transjam shares at $1.41, you would have spent 141,000 Jamaican dollars to acquire these shares. Now, to sell these 100,000 Transjam shares at $1, you just lost $41,000. And Transjam hasn't even been open for 2 weeks as yet. Now, the problem with Transjam, from my perspective, is that a lot of persons went into Transjam to pretty much make a quick buck. So, with how the Jamaica Stock Exchange has been performing, there are a lot of stocks that went in and made quick doubling of their initial public offering price. Take Mailpack for example. Mailpack went in at $1. Now, within the first week of Mailpack, it was selling for over $2. I remember persons getting about $2.60 for their Mailpack shares in the first week alone. So right now, if you check the queue for the Transjam shares, the Jamaican dollar shares, you will notice that there are over 580 sellers as opposed to over 80 buyers. What this means? It's a buyer's market. We have 500 persons wanting to sell, 80 persons wanting to buy. So the buyers are going to dictate what price they are willing to pay for it. So sellers here have no power. Now, personally, I think Warren Buffett was onto something when he said, "We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." For me, this perfectly sums up my mindset in the downturn of the current market. Now, with the market down 33% and 29% since March, you have three options. One, do nothing. Wait till the market rebounds, because it always does. Two, sell like everybody, head for the hills. Or three, double down. For me personally, I keep a manual track of all my portfolios, all the stocks in my portfolio. I like to know when it was bought, the price I paid, the charges I paid for it, and all of that. Now, the reason I do this is because I'm very big on data. There are data that I need from my stock portfolio that I am not able to get from the generic trackers that are provided to me by the brokers. Okay, so back to my portfolio. So here I'm seeing my portfolio down 30%. So you know what I did first? I decided to sell. Just kidding. Now, with my portfolio down 30%, you would think that I'll be frantic at this point. But no. What I am going to be looking at is how I can capitalize on this 30% drop in the market. So I opened my portfolio tracker. And by going through my portfolio tracker, pretty much just checking everything and so on, it dawned on me, why not lower my average price per share? I think this was a good idea. Now, your average price per share is like this. When you purchase a stock on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, or any exchange for example, there's always a charge to do this. Remember, you can't buy the stock from who owns it. So the Jamaica Stock Exchange charges you a price, or the stock exchange charges you a fee. Your broker also charges you a fee to purchase the stock. So if you pay $10 for a particular stock, now with the fees from the stock exchange as well as your broker, you can come up to, let's say, $10.05. So your stock didn't cost you just $10, it cost you $10.05. So with the current prices of my portfolio stocks here, I want to bring them down to here. So this is where I decided to start crunching the numbers. By lowering my average price, once the market rebounds, I stand to make greater gains. Now, the process I am going to use is not something that just to come up with arbitrarily or randomly. What I am going to be doing is to see where I can make the most bang for my buck. The first thing I did was to set a spending limit. So let's say about $10,000. Now, with this $10,000, what I want to do is achieve a drop in my average price of between 20 to 30 or 35%. Now, I found 4 stocks that I could invest more money into and achieve my desired 20 to 35% drop in my average price. Now, these companies are companies that I believe in. They are companies that I have invested in before. So based on my analysis, for the short to medium term, I stand to gain more from these companies if I double down. So when investing in the stock market, personally, I believe in keeping a stock for 1 year, as this is in line with my overall strategy. So in essence, what I am trying to say to you is don't be too quick to sell. The Jamaica stock market has been one that has proven to be very resilient. It has always bounced back. Companies have to build strategies to combat these occurrences. So being steadfast in these times may allow for your portfolio to grow better than how it would if the market had kept on its way in the short to medium term. Do you think my decision to double down is the best one? If not, go ahead and leave a comment below. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Oh, hit that notification bell so each time I upload a new video, you'll know.